Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I last made a video, and I thought I'd get back into the swing of things by showing you how to do Vaettir farming on a Ritualist. Now, Vaettir farming is one of the most popular methods of farming in the game, if not it's the most well-known, at least in my opinion. But people do this farm in order to get the holiday-specific item drops that fall during the events throughout the year. But I will say this, doing it on a Ritualist is not the most common at all, and I'm sure not a lot of people know how to even do it on a Ritualist. And there are other professions out there that can do this farm a lot faster. On a Ritualist, it will take you on average about 5 minutes or so to do each run, which is why I would recommend doing other professions first if you're actually going to do this to get some money. But I wanted to show that it's possible to do this on a Ritualist anyway. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, before we begin, let's talk about the equipment real quick. Each one of the armor pieces needs to have plus 10 armor while enchanted, and just high energy runes in general. And you'll need a single-handed weapon with the enchanting mod on it as well, and a shield with plus 10 armor versus earth. And you'll also need a scythe with the Zealous mod and the enchanting mod on it as well. Now, to do the farm, you enter Jaga Moraine just like you would any other Vaettir farm, and I like to talk to this guy near the shrine to grab the bounty, even though it's not really needed, it's just a habit of mine to get the points. And just like any other Shadow Form farming build, cast Deadly Paradox first before casting Shadow Form, Shrouded Distress, and Way of the Master or Way of Perfection, whichever one you chose to bring, and always maintain those enchantments. Just make sure you cast Deadly Paradox first before every Shadow Form. That's the most important. And with the Ritualist's energy regeneration rate, you should be able to cast all 4 of these skills and maintain them at all times without needing extra energy. So we're going to be doing what's called a 60 pull. So we're going to be pulling all of the Vaettir from one side to the other, and it's called a 60 pull because there are 60 Vaettir in this area. So to do that, you have to grab all the Vaettir on one side. In this case, I'm on the south side, and you have to wait until they're all physically attacking you. So they have to be right next to you attacking you. And once they're doing that, they will follow you pretty much anywhere within this little area. And to jump out of the little cluster that they form there, I just used Heart of Shadow. And as long as they were attacking you before you did that, they'll pretty much follow you anywhere around this map. So I'm just pulling them up to the north side here, and I'm going to grab all the Vaettir up here as well. And the goal here is to eventually get everything into what's called a right wall block. So I'm just going to grab all these Vaettir and just wait for them to kind of get close to me so they can follow me relatively close. And I'll hoss out as needed. But the idea here is to get them right up alongside a wall that's on the right shoulder of my character with the ball of enemies directly in front of me. And you want to try to get a 1 dot, so meaning all the enemies on one tile on the ground basically. And if you didn't do a right wall block, the enemies will break once you start attacking them, or a little while after attacking them and casting hexes and so on and so forth. So you don't want them to break, otherwise you won't be able to kill them all. So a right wall block is necessary to grab all 60 and kill them all at once. Now, once you have a good right wall block set up like I do here, kind of on the corner of this house, make sure you have a good set of enchantments up. And we're going to be switching over to our scythe, but before you do that, cast You Are All Weaklings on the enemies. Switch over to your scythe and start hacking away to get some energy back. And the reason you need to use You Are All Weaklings is because when you equip your scythe, you're obviously not equipped with your shield anymore. So you'd start taking a lot more damage, but with You Are All Weaklings, that'll greatly reduce the amount of damage that the Vaettirs will deal on you, and it should bring it down to pretty much 0, so you can survive. So to start dealing damage to the Vaettir, cast Lamentation, which is a channeling magic skill that'll inflict -3 health degradation to all nearby enemies. And I like to bring Weapon of Aggression to increase your attack speed so you can get more energy. It's not really required, it's just something that I like to bring, so you pretty much have an optional slot open to you if you wanted to bring something. Open to suggestions if there's any other better skills out there, but your only damage dealer with this build is Lamentation. which is why this pretty much takes a long time to do. Like I said before, each run should take about 5 minutes, but if you did your right wall block correctly, the Vaettir should not break away and you'll be able to kill all of them at once. And yeah, so that's the farm. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It really does help out the channel. And if you like this kind of stuff, I have a bunch of Guild Wars 1 related content on my channel. Anything from farming to guides to anything you could think of, really, explanations on the game. If you really like that kind of stuff, please consider subscribing. And I'll leave you off like I always do. Good luck, have fun, and again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.